every discipline can benefit greatly by developing a course that would take students abroad. Since a lot of students don't have the opportunity because of jobs and other considerations to study abroad for an entire semester, a lot of faculty can enrich themselves and their students by designing a course where they would come to Mexico or go to another CGE international location in January or over spring break or in May or the summer, and start their course actually on campus with class sessions there or as part of an online course or a hybrid course, but prepare some of the background ahead of time, and then bring the students to our location where we would put together a program that would really help students get into the depth with diverse cultural perspectives, and then go home and finish the course back in the US either in person or online or using a hybrid format.
We do everything from the moment we pick them up in the airport to the moment they fly back. We take care of everything, pick up, all the logistics, food, lodging, which can be in our facilities, or it can be homestays, rural homestays, urban homestays. So everything, of course, all the content of the program, the speakers. This includes also interpretation, so all the talks have interpretation. So basically, it's an all-inclusive programming.
We've worked with faculty from many different disciplines, ranging from business to social work to education to exercise science courses, doing mountain climbing. We can pretty much take any syllabus from almost any discipline and help the professor think through how she or he might adapt that to an international setting, and particularly to our location in central Mexico, where they could come to a city of close to 1 million people, Cuernavaca, but which feels like a much smaller city than that, but has a lot of diversity in terms of socioeconomic classes and racial and ethnic diversity within Mexico. We go to indigenous villages, we can spend time in Mexico City, we can go to other smaller towns in the area. So we really can do a lot of different things. A professor can choose any theme that she or he wants. We encourage people to take courses that are required for the majors or required for graduation requirements, because those are the most likely to fill in terms of student enrollment, since students do have to pay some additional money to travel abroad and to have a course become an international course. But if the students can get credit for it, they're much more likely to do it. So you can take a course that you've taught on campus and then talk with us via Skype or our internet phones about how to adapt that. And we are very happy to customize a program here in Mexico, in Cuernavaca, Mexico City, and other areas according to what the professor wants. And so if a professor wants the students to have some homestays and spend time with Mexican families, we can do that. If they want to spend some time in rural areas and other time in the city, we can do that. If they want to include hiking or biking or other kinds of things, we can do that. So it really depends on the person. We could work with people in the art department, for example, which we haven't had the pleasure of doing yet for a short-term course, but we could take a basic drawing course or a painting or watercolor course and have the professor, who has the content expertise, come and teach students how to paint or draw or take photography. And while they're taking photographs, we would put together the kinds of experiences. They'd have a wide range of things to take pictures of, or if they're doing digital imaging, how to put together video or different kinds of things. So we would provide the content in conjunction with the professor. Let's say they're interested in issues of immigration or migration within the country, or they're interested in questions of free trade, or they're interested in gender issues or cultural diversity. We can take almost any theme, and that could be a great backdrop. And we could go to, like I said before, we could go to villages, we could be in the cities, we can go to volcanoes, we can go to the monarch butterfly sanctuary if it's the right time of year, say in February, March, during spring break. So there are a lot of different kinds of things that we can do culturally, historically, and theme-wise around free trade, globalization, you name it, almost any topic. So that could be great for art courses and other disciplines as well.
I have led several years now the travel seminar for Augsburg nurses. As you know, we have a bachelor's, master's, and doctorate program in nursing. So they come to Mexico very specifically to learn about the traditional medicine and the healthcare system in Mexico. So they hear about the healthcare system in Mexico, a government perspective, and then traditional medicine. We visit traditional healers. We participate in the sweat lodge. We hear about midwives. We participate in a limpia, a cleansing ceremony, Hispanic beliefs and cosmovision. So all the focus of that travel seminar is health.
I've always thought it would be really fun to work with professors from the communications department because many of the courses that are taught there could easily be adapted to be taught in an international setting, especially if the course begins in the United States, either in class, in person, or using a hybrid methodology, partly on Moodle or online, and then having a 10-day travel experience so that students only miss, say, a week of work or something like that, and then go back and finish the course on campus. I think that the most obvious choice would be a course like Intercultural Communications, because this would be a great place to actually see how different cultures within Mexico communicate differently, and for students to reflect on their own cultures, and how even within the group there's probably quite a bit of cultural diversity, because Augsburg has so many students who are from different ethnic and national backgrounds. And so it would be kind of a little laboratory to be able to explore that, and then also to talk with communications experts in Mexico, people at the state university and some of the different private universities, people working in media and different communications fields here.
We believe that there's nothing like being there and hearing firsthand the speakers, visiting the places. So it's a great opportunity to make a course very rich.